Minecraft structure block, one of the most powerful yet mysterious blocks in the game. Not many people know how to use these 4 variations of block, but in today's video, I will be showing you how you can use them for yourself. So buckle in, get your popcorn, and I'll see you guys in the video. As we covered already, a structure block is a really powerful block. It allows you to take one build, copy it, and paste it into another area. Basically allows you to take one build and place it somewhere else, but still have that other build. Copying and pasting. There's variations with different GUIs, which is basically just the inside part to them. Interfaces. And I will be going over a very detailed, very precise tutorial. I will cover every nook and cranny of this block. So the first block right here, the data tag. This one you can destroy and never look at again. It is very unimportant, but you can use it to get to one of these. For example, this tag right here. If you click on this, it'll turn to save, and this will pop up a save tag. Click on this, it'll pop up load. Click on this, it'll pop up the corner. We'll talk about those later, but other than that, this block's completely useless. The next one is the save tag. So, in order to use the structure block, we need to make a structure. I'm gonna make a mansion real quick. It's really nice and really spacious. And I'll see you guys once I do that and blow your mind with how good of a builder I am. And just like that, my beautiful dirt hut is now complete. As you can tell, it's better than it's the best thing I've ever built, especially since it's got variation of dirt, makes it extra sturdy. It's the best thing that I will ever make. I'm doing this really early in the morning. My voice might be a little choppy because of that. But now, you've got your terrific build. Best one that anyone has ever made in Minecraft. And let's say you want to save that structure. So, you want to find the corner bottom of your build. So it's not this. If you would go from a very far out in, which would be this block, and go out until the very corner of that block. Dig one down and place your structure block. And now let's put it to the save tag. Now it's in the very corner of your build. If it was to be boxed, it'd be in the very corner. Now you want to name your structure. There are some exceptions. You can't add capital letters to the name, and that's about it. And you can't add like exclamation mark or any of the numbers capitalized because, well, yeah, it's a capital letter. Or the tilde key doesn't work for some reason. So I'll name this one. Great. There you go. It's the best build ever. So now you put the name. It'll automatically put this if you leave and join back in. That doesn't matter. You don't have to type that whole thing in. It really doesn't matter. It'll just do it anyway. I'm just going to name it. And now relative position. We'll get to that in a moment. Show invisible blocks. Again, we'll get to that in a moment. Get to a moment. Now the most important thing. Just type anything and hit this save. The right bottom save. And now you're done with this for now. The next one is the load one. Matter of fact, we don't touch this one yet. I was mistaken. The next one is the corner one, which looks a lot simpler than the others. So, where this corner is, you want to go to the highest point. First, you want to locate the corner of the other side. So, the corner of the other side, for me, would be right here. And then, you want to go to the very top, so that the corner will line up with the top block. So, this corner is now lined up with that corner, or that corner, which is a good thing. So now, click on this until you get to the corner, and then you want to type in the structure name from earlier, which mine is high. You hit done, it'll autocorrect like that, and you're done with that block entirely. Now you go back to the save block and hit this detect button. And as you can see, a box will appear around your dirt hut. But if I were to put this, say, one block over, then it wouldn't be boxing this part, which would be basically saying that that isn't part of your build, which is not correct. Now for relative position. You might notice it's actually changed, I think. And then we'll get into all this. But relative position is basically if you're not happy with what you have, you can move it. For example, change the map by 1, may as well move it over 1 that way. And then the rest are just the other coordinates, like the Y coordinate, which is up, and then Z coordinate, which is the other way, which would be that way. And then the structure size, pretty self-explanatory, it changes to 7. Now there's another block here, it's bigger. You can change it bigger on the Y-axis, which is up, and the Z-axis, which is, again, that way. So now, the next thing would be show invisible blocks. This will show air in a structure void, which I'll get into right now, actually. If you click this on, you'll see this, little blocks that aren't blocks. This is to represent air. Now, if you don't want, basically, what this means is, if you were to spawn structure, and there was, say, a piece of grass right here, then it would delete that piece of grass for the structure, because you're copying the air as well as your build. To prevent that, you want to type in /give all A, or not all A, just yourself actually. If you're playing with multiple people, just do yourself. Otherwise, everyone will get it. Minecraft structure void, structure underscore void, and you'll get this block. Probably a block you may or may not have never seen. This block allows you to cancel layer blocks. So now, if I were to right click and place this, it changes the block. You might see it's kind of hard to do. It'll change it. And now we got this red and smaller, which means it's counting absolutely nothing. So if something were to spawn here, so if you would have grass here and spawn in your build, it would not destroy the grass, which could be very helpful, but I'm just going to do aside so I can demonstrate it later. Now we include entities. If you turn that on, and you put, say, a cow in here, and make sure it couldn't escape, and then it would update it, and then it'll include that entity. So when you copy and paste it, then the entity will be inside. And look at that, we've covered the whole save tag. Now you know how to save your build, but we need to know how to paste it. Now this is where the load tab comes in. So, place it 1 down in the ground, since that was. Turn until you see load. Put your structure name in. Include entities if you had entities on it. And click the load button 1 time. This will tell you where your build's gonna appear. Now let's say I'm not happy with that. Say I want to be rotated 90 degrees. That's what this section down here is for. Click 90, it'll rotate it 90 degrees. Click 180, it'll rotate it 180. Click that, it'll rotate that. And this one changes the corner that your block is in. I'm gonna leave it at that. So I'll just adjust it to what I want. And there you go. That's what I want, actually. That was simple. This right here, integrity and speed, I don't know what it means. It doesn't really matter. Relative position, this is where you can basically change where you want the structure block at. But mainly, it changes the border. So let's say I wanted this to be out 10 blocks that way. Then I could put it 10 blocks that way. It could be really helpful if you know what you're doing, but I personally have no clue, and I don't need it. So, show surrounding box. Basically, if you want this box on, then you'll have this on. If you don't, you'll hit off, and it'll disappear. So now if you're happy with how you have it, you've got the entities included, all the rotation stuff, whatever, you want to hit the right load again. And the second time will actually load the structure. First time just says, hey, make sure you want the structure here. But the second time is like, okay, the structure's here. And as you can see, it copied the structure and the entity which was inside of it. This tutorial seems very complicated and very hard to understand, and frankly it is. The structure block is really complicated and really complex. But once you get really good at using it, you can make awesome structures and duplicate it really quickly. For example, I'm going to do a quick time lapse of me making a structure and then copy and pasting it a few times, so you can see how in reality, once you know what you're doing, you can really speed up the process. So I guess without further ado, let the time lapse commence. And as you can see, it's quite simple to copy and paste things with structure block as long as you practice. I actually messed up the rotation and did 180 instead of 280 or whatever, instead of 0, I guess. But you get the memo and do what the words say, please. I'm desperate. If you did enjoy and you found this helpful, then yeah, do what this is saying. Subscribe. Please. I'm using a proper microphone this time instead of a headset. That's why I haven't uploaded. My headset broke. Just putting that out there. But thank you guys for the support on my channel lately. It's been doing really well, and I would like that to continue, so like the video. Please, please, please. Also, watch some of my other videos if you found this entertaining. I have other videos that are just as entertaining, if not more entertaining. So without further ado, I guess I will see you guys in the next video. It's been Explosion here, and I haven't done an outro in a long time, so just goodbye. Another successful video. Hehehe.